Chinese democracy is an oxymoron, Axel. The Chinese-run technology firm Huawei wants to replace the backbone of our American-made internet, TCP/IP, which encourages diversity of thought and freedom of expression, in favor of a new IP standard to impose government-sanctioned spying on its citizens to silence any hate speech it doesn't approve of. So get ready for Obama 2.0 coming to a Wi-Fi spot near you. Can I get a holla for more A+? Call me cocksucker bashing from the Doodle Daddy podcast, who hasn't relented one bit since the China coronavirus was unleashed to make us their bitch. But that's not going to happen because we got the big dot in charge. So you're the one who will feel the wrath already. Big Don today says, you know what? You want semiconductors? Go choke on a fucking chopstick. Holla! Thank you very much. What's the new advertising slogan going to be then? If Hawaii were to have their way, the state-run commie cocksucker company, if they were to have their way and all of a sudden completely replace our internet backbone, TCP/IP, with the new IP standard of their choice, if they were to actually become our new normal reality, what would be the NBA's new advertising slogan? Exactly. What would that be? I love getting paid in yuan. Can I get a holla for LeBron James, you soulless sellout, commie cocksucking piece of shit? You're not MJ. You're not Kobe. And if there were Jordan rules, there's which existed, but he also got the shit kicked out of him by the Pistons and the Knicks before that became a reality. And you had your high school basketball games televised, and by the time he came to NBA, it existed to be a safe space to preserve your ego. So you're not nearly as special, especially when you team up with three future Hall of Famers in the process. Can I get a holla for the king of the persecution complex? Not supposed to freaking weasel his way into my Doodle Daddy podcast, special for the ages. But Goat Hooder Beard, as I'm glad he's able to be of use to all you Doodle Dad adoring fans. Thank you very much. So, this new IP standard the Chinese want to impose on the World Wide Web. Again, the World Wide Web made in America originally. This new IP standard that the Chinese want to impose on the World Wide Web made in America will feature a kill switch to cut off any blog engaging in bad behavior, like calling the new commie normal here in the grand old USA. Mao's your daddy now, bitch. Can I get a holla for GoDaddy for keeping my website afloat and for not banning it yet? Then again, I'm not really pushing my podcasts and my blogs on it so much, so can't really say that you're on America's side just yet. But for the meantime, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. So I think you let the Kardashians have a wedding at your baseball stadium in Phoenix. So good for you. And USA, thank you very much. It's a very good sign, folks, where I found myself laughing from my inspired ad-libs down the road of not knowing what I'm going to say next. The Chinese are now promising financial sanctions against America for proposed legislation allowing Americans to sue the Chinese government for downplaying the lethality of the disease and underreporting the severity of death caused by human-to-human contact. Like Ronald Reagan during the AIDS crisis, who couldn't find an AIDS quilt big enough to hide his lack of transparency on the subject before Tony Kushner got HBO to greenlight Angels of America because it took them 8 years to get through reading the script already. Can I get a holla? Having fun, busting balls at Tony Kushner's expense. Great American. Glad he wrote the play, turned into a miniseries that lasted 5,000 fucking years, that had its moments, was hyper-articulate. I just wish he wasn't so nasally, him being a member of my tribe, and I wish he was a little bit funnier and not so cerebral-heady. And his script for Lincoln for Spielberg was meh. Give me a shot, Spielberg. So you can start sucking me off a long time. I'd have to congratulate Chris Rock for his amazing directing in 2 films that were just okay. They really captured his true essence. When the late great Bernie Mac's cameos were better than the entire totality of any film Chris Rock ever directed. Holla! Thank you very much! Bernie Mac was the best. China. Are we still talking about China? You bet your ass we're talking about China. So, again, China wants to punish American citizens for criticizing its role in killing Americans on purpose. Like Chinese-made fentanyl pushed across our southern border, which has killed more crackers than Lena Dunham kicking it with Taylor Swift on Instagram. Can I get a holla for a stand-up comedy album #1 by Michael Corvo, that being me? Resist this. Can I get a holla for that A+ callback? For those familiar with my A+ Gemini already, and for those just tuning in, I'm very happy for you. You're welcome. Holla. Thank you very much. Andy Kaufman, suck me off a long time from Comedy Heaven. Holla. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving me the inspirational for the thank you very much. For the record, I read in Rodney's book that what he loved about Andy Kaufman was his Tony Clifton character, because he would just dump on the audience. And as a whole, Rodney resented the fact that he had to make a living coming up with punchlines every 2 seconds to entertain people that I'm not gonna say he felt beneath them, but I think he resented the grinder nature of it all, where he only felt as good as his last joke. And then one time Tony Clifton was just intentionally insulting the audience, didn't care if he was funny or not. And Rodney's exact words were, "Go get him, Tony." All the weed in the world in my bathrobe, commando style, can't match this high that you're providing me. Rodney was a huge fan of the weed. So it really kills me that Rodney wasn't happy with all his success. For the record, just not that this is a serious note, but some comics that were chosen to be at Rodney's deathbed, chosen: Golden Jew Adam Sandler, the Dice Man, and Robert Schimmel. I don't know who the rest of the crew was, but I want to give homage to that holy trinity of funny Jews, blessed the funny Jew bone right there. But I mean, you can't make this shit up. Where does China get the balls to get their panties in a bunch over Americans criticizing their handling of the coronavirus? I forgot. They castrated Twitter, Facebook, the New York Times, and most of the mainstream establishment media. King James, king of the persecution complex included, in addition to Groper, Roper-Dope Biden, Ray Boyd, and all the producers behind the remake of Top Gun. Can I get a holla for more poignant hilarity that has no end. There's just like an endless like reservoir of gemery, only made possible by the Almighty Hashem. Allah! Thank you very much! But President Trump isn't controlled by China, nor are his supporters. 64 million branded racists and growing. That's a Flintstone reference. What Gen X fans understand. Allah! And you wonder why the likes of Google, Apple, and Twitter deplatform Alex Jones, an American original, so he'd make less clamor about Silicon Alley sanctioned censorship, whether it's from their home permanently or not, Twitter. In his underground bunker. And you wonder why, like the likes of Google, Apple, and Twitter, deplatform Alex Jones, an American original, so he'd make less clamor about Silicon Alley sanctioned censorship from his underground bunker in Texas, selling beet extracts like the Willy Loman of nuclear fallout survival kits. Can I get a holla for Arthur Miller, even though you're a dick and like dumped on freaking Marilyn in your diary when she's obviously the finest piece of poontang you're ever able to pierce, but you know, she converted for you, so you're an asshole. In your documentary on HBO, you exuded 0.0 charisma off the page. I should not descend of Van Coulter. Can I get a holla for that esophagus training conjuring Jew-hating fucking wench? Holla! Thank you very much. The only thing more self-righteous than the media, than the American media's downplaying of Obamagate, is the Catholic Church's unapologetic endorsement of the Crusades. Can I get a holla for Jewish pride incarnate? That be Michael Coyle. Holla! Thank you very much. My dad tells my daughter over the phone not too long ago, I'll buy you a horse. She's into horses. After the phone call, I say to my daughter, I wrote a Star Vehicle play in your honor, Horsing Around with Hinduism. I win. Let's stage it and barnstorm the Heartline with our Star Family friendly production already. Can I get a holla for getting excited for taking Horsing Around with Hinduism through the Heartland to wear my pro-Trumpian sentiment on my sleeve and say, hey, America, I'm funny. I'm one of you. Not blonde brain hick from Vegas, Jimmy Kimmel. Holla! Thank you very much. Taylor Swift just sold one of her 2 private planes. She's running out of breakup material already at 22. Can I get a holla for blow pop like stick who I'd have fun inhaling whole, but then I would get a little squirmy about it and have reservations about being so bony with her moving forward. Can I get a holla for her legs and not really bring into her past that holla? Thank you very much. So, you know, a long time ago, my daughter was on the swing. She's like, I don't know, 6 at this point, and I pushed her very forcefully, but in a playful way, and she flew up the swing, and she started crying a little bit. I said, Matilda, what do you do when you fall off the horse? And she says, call child services. Can I get a holla for an old school reference? Holla! I decided to bless you with that gem because my son fell off a scooter yesterday, and I said, shake it off. And I did like an exaggerated motion. And my daughter starts like heckling that song. Like, Daddy, I hate that song by Taylor Swift. Shake it off. I mean, is she referring to, you know, all of the all of the poundage that's like stretched her at her snatch beyond repair. That would rather that stick their hole in a random glory hole, knowing that they would be able to generate more feeling and not feel like they were just flying freely in space. Holla! Thank you very much! So Trump, this is still your president, Donald Trump, rejecting China's plea to renegotiate our trade deal with China. No more soybeans for you. And bok choy is such overrated roughage. I'd rather eat week-old coleslaw at the 4th of July weekend. Can I get a holla for capturing the innate hilarity of still your president, Donald Trump? Holla! Thank you very much! This Barbara Streisand defending Obama's spying of the Trump campaign. Of course, Trump has ties to Russia. What mail-order bride owner doesn't? Can I get a holla for Barbara Streisand never being that funny to craft an A-plus gem like that? And it's a 3-year-old joke for myself, and it's a way of luring you resistors and think I'm on your side, but I'm not. You're all pieces of shit and obnoxious, arrogant, subhuman slime that I never want in my life. If I had to choose, holla! Thank you very much! Did you know Katy Perry closed out Jazz Fest in New Orleans last year? What was her encore? Shooting heroin into her tits to kinda blue? Can I get a holla for Miles Davis lives, and so does John Coltrane? Holla! My sheets of comedy go for you, Train. Holla! Thank you very much! Also, why does Katy Perry have 108 million followers on Twitter? I'm not saying she sold her soul to the devil, but being chosen to close Jazz Fest, even over a woke Kenny G, gives me 108 million reasons why to think otherwise. Jack, resist this! Jack Dorsey at Twitter, holla! Thank you very much! What prejudice are Chinese facing in America again? Are ESL teachers insisting they learn Spanish first to watch a more nuanced, less biased worldview on Telemundo? I don't get it. Can I get a holla for laughing hysterically and wrote that joke and having my younger son, Chosen Girls, was bound to get a kick out of my piercing, poignant laugh from such off-the-cuff hilarity? Holla! Thank you very much! Once my 6-year-old son says, I hate my penis. I say, so does Dwayne Wade's son. It doesn't mean I'm going to finance your gender reassignment surgery in a flash. Can I get a holla for more A-plus wordplay you're not going to hear on Kimmel? Holla! My mom insisted on buying my kids a play pool this summer for $900 from China on Amazon. I asked my mom if the pool was made in Wuhan. She said, they don't make them in Flint, Michigan. I say, oh, you mean because the town of Flint sent eviction notices to black families for unpaid water bills after the contaminated water problem was discovered, proving Flint politicians hate black people more than Michael Moore's makeover? Kanye lives. Can I get a holla for Kanye West saying Barack Obama never did anything for black people? Holla! One of the Olsen twins, I'm being brutally honest and accurate about it. Holla! One of the Olsen twins, whatever her name is, like you could tell the difference, can't find a divorce court open to officiate her divorce during the corona pandemic, deeming the divorce essential when she has a Hamptons pad and another apartment in Gramercy to create more social distancing from is a stretch, dude. Can I get a holla for what Gen X parents understand? Holla! Have you heard? The coronavirus pandemic is actually bringing some families together because cheating on your wife is only considered essential business to boost your self-serving ego so you can brag about it with your guy friends and playful jest through Zoom once their kids are asleep. And forced isolation has brought a newfounded appreciation of family life and a prolonged out from having to act excited to ever see your wife's friends ever again. Unintended positives from Shelter in Place 2020 has 7,000 members on Facebook already. And it's only mid-May. Just don't criticize your fortune cookie on Facebook for promising you a rich, fulfilling life without Major League Baseball this summer. Or no more FaceTime with your out-of-state virtual grandparents for you. This is the Do It All Dad Year podcast, what Gen X parents understand. Dad-friendly entertainment for you and me. Controlling our kids are calm, and it can make our kids great again. My 3 fuss-free kids, 99.8% of the time, are living proof of it. Shabbat shalom, and I'll talk to you guys soon.